Good morning, traders, and welcome to Phoenix Blue Morning Update. Today is Thursday, the 2nd of June. My name is Nishal Patel, and I'm going to be taking you through the markets for today. First things first, guys, before we crack on with any trading or news-related items, I want to alert you guys to an expo that's happening tomorrow at the London Forex Expo at the Grange Tower Hotel. We're going to be there tomorrow. At the expo, giving guidance and know-how to everyone that's attending. So feel free to come along and meet us there. Be happy to see you. If you have any questions, then by all means, we'll be happy to answer them there. And then the expo is free. So look forward to seeing all of you guys there. Now, moving swiftly ahead, what I think the first port of call for us is just having a look at the global indexes, having a quick look at the American markets and see how they've closed off. They've closed off slightly up, with the Nasdaq Composite really leading the way. The S&P and the Dow Jones, of course, just under 2.5% up on the day. But as we can see, this last column is the data from this point last year. As we can see, slightly lower than this point last year. S&P just under 0.5% down. So not too much of a fluctuation. The complete opposite from what we see here in Europe. We can see we're around 10% down from this point last year. The FTSE has started this morning off the best. We can see it's up 13 points. The DAX is down, and to be fair, the rest of the indexes or indices, European-wise, are following suit, and they're pulling short as we speak. The IBEX is bucking the trend. It's slightly up, but it's only up because of certain stocks that are outperforming right now. The Asian markets and the way they've cleared that. Well, the Asian stocks have really eased after manufacturing activity and demand is remaining weak. It looks relentless in the scope that we are seeing slight slowdown, a slight slump in the global economy. That's been felt out in Japan, out in the Asian markets more than anywhere else. We can see the ASX is still having a torrid time. So the Australian index out there is not having a good time at all. It's closed down 44 points, so that's 6% down on the day. Not too good. And again, China is having a mixed bag right now. We are seeing the data coming out of China is showing that there's no clear signs of it doing well. But that being said, moving on to the news announcement, yesterday we had some good data out from the US. It's encouraging data, but investors have still remained sidelined, and for many of you, you would have seen if you have been trading this week that in general volume is lower. We haven't seen so much liquidity in the marketplace, and that's still holding true. Of course, we have to remember that it is non-farm payroll week. We do have huge announcements to the end of the week, and I think more than anything else, I think a lot of people are looking at that non-farm payroll and the non-farm employment change that, as we can see, that's out tomorrow at 1:30 GMT for indication of how and when the Fed will look to change things up. I'm sure that the Fed will look at that report prior to anything else. That being said, we do have some key announcements today. Obviously, the ADP non-farm employment change data is coming out just as it always does the day before. But the big one for us is OPEC, and that's what I really want to concentrate on today. We've got OPEC's having meetings all day, and I guess the biggest talking point here is going to be a market cap on production. Now, obviously, we are already in the know of how there is a big disparity between some of the states within the OPEC, or the member states within OPEC, in particular Iran, that don't really want to see a price ceiling, and and you've got other incumbent member states that are looking for a price ceiling on crude. And what I want to do really is just have a look at a chart directly. So I'm just going to flick over straight to a chart. What we can see right now is WTI on a daily time frame. We can see WTI is holding just below 50 or 49, just above $49 to the barrel. Has come up and has hit a high, as we can see, as we already knew, of just over $50 a barrel, and since overnight has really come down from yesterday, hit $47.73, and it's kind of bounced back off that right now. So staying in and around that 50 zone, it's a great sign for most of the for the OPEC member states, because from this point, let's say earlier on in the year, they're very close to double the value in terms of dollars, in terms of dollars per barrel. We can see from right at the start of this year, from this low that was hit down at $27 a barrel. I think we all remember when it was down here. It doesn't seem so long ago, but you know, as we can see, price has really picked up, has come out of this formation, of this double bottom, as we've seen previously. It's something we've traded, look to trade out of that, and really is in and around this zone right now. The word here is caution. We're going to see really what comes about of this from these meetings today. We do have a small position on right now, short, but that being said, it's a very, very, very tiny position, as you can see. It's just a little intraday trading here. But what I would say to you guys is look to see how this goes. We will be trading this, and in the up and coming days we'll give you advice and know how you should do accordingly. So please be aware of this. But going back to, if we just go back to the news announcements, obviously there is a lot going on. We've got the Bank of England's governor, Carney, is speaking today at 2 o'clock GMT. That is that's a big announcement, and most importantly, we've got Mario Draghi speaking at an ECB press conference as well. So, all in all, very big announcements today. Obviously, the OPEC meetings out in Vienna are huge. Minimum bid rate, ADP non-farm payroll out in stateside. So everyone's involved. Huge data coming out, and remember, look out right towards the end of the day. Look out for the crude oil inventories, which comes out obviously every week, and then based off that, for many of you, I would wait it out and look to see how the next few days pans out. If you're end of day trading, keep your stops in a safe place if you are managing your position. Okay, and until next week, guys, happy trading. Take care. Bye bye.